Yeah, sequential logic circuit. You know, in a combinational logic circuit, how we are designed circuit in a combinational, always your inputs are depending on the, always your outputs are depending on the combination of inputs. Even multiplexer also, your output is depending on inputs only, but which input lines we need to select, so that is producing by your selection lines in a multiplexer. But ultimately, outputs always depending on the current input. Yes or no? But coming to sequential logic circuit, they are improvised the things along with input lines. It is going to depending on state, current state. That current state may be it is having previous inputs also. So the output is in a sequential logic circuit, output depending on current inputs and current state. Are you clear? Current input as well as current state. The current state is nothing but the current state is depending on previous inputs. So it is going to depending previous inputs. So the sequential logic circuit is having memory. That memory contains previous inputs also, because to know the current state, we are going to think about next state, but current state and input. So this is a sequential logic circuit implementation. Sequential circuit is a sequential circuit is a sequential circuit is a combinational circuit with memory. With memory. The output of sequential circuit the output of sequential circuits the output of sequential circuits depends upon depends upon depends upon present inputs and present state. Present input and present state. Present state inside of the brackets. How present state will come? That is the past outputs. The present state is but a past output. Yeah. The information stored, the information carefully understand the definitions and statements. The information stored in sequential circuit, the information stored in a sequential circuit represents the information stored in a sequential circuit represents present state. Present state. The present state and present inputs, the present state and present inputs will define output and next state. Output and next state. Output and next state. Here this is a block diagram for the sequential logic circuit. Just observe the sequential logic circuit is combination for combinational circuit and memory. Here this combination circuit and memory is a present state. The present state always produces output and next state. But based on the output, again that output again come back to memory, and for next state it is a input along with the present input. Are you following? This is a current state. This current state producing output. That output again come back to next state input as well as input. Are you clear? That is what memory. And always it is going to produce current state as well as next state. Current state is the output. Next state is a next state input for the out. So this is what exactly sequential logic circuit block diagram means. Always it is a combination of current state and current input. Current state is nothing but, already I told you, it is going to connect again to the next state input with current input. So this will be a continue. So this is what sequential logic circuit. Sequential logic circuits are classified into two types. The first one is the synchronous sequential logic circuits. Synchronous logic circuit. Second one, asynchronous logic circuits. Synchronous logic circuits runs with the same clock pulse. Very important point, you should be remember. Synchronous sequential circuits runs with same clock pulse or similar clock pulse. Same clock pulse or similar clock pulse. For this, we are going to learn flip-flops. The best application for this synchronous sequential logic circuits are flip-flops. In our syllabus, we are going to discuss about flip-flops. Then coming to asynchronous sequential logic circuits runs with the different clock pulse. Different clock pulse. So in this we are going to learn asynchronous circuits are latches, time delay. Time delays, but we are going to learn in your syllabus. Latches are available. We are going to discuss about latches. Got it? All of you got it?